Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook, where you're gonna find the best community in all of crypto. In today's video, Ripple scores another victory. So guys, without further ado, why don't we get to it? So guys, something that we have actually dealt with at length during this whole Ripple versus SEC lawsuit has been how Ripple has continued to expand its ecosystem and presence in this digital asset space regardless of this massive lawsuit that they've been facing. I mean, guys, look at, they have been sued for $1.4 billion, and an actual cost to defend themselves in this lawsuit, they're looking at over what, $200 million. Now you would imagine that most companies would just kind of like focus their attention solely on that to kind of get it addressed. And in fact, I think a lawsuit like this would absolutely wipe out a number of businesses. But when you talk about Ripple, it hasn't had an impact in this itty bitty bit. In fact, they have just grown their ecosystem phenomenally. Well, today, guys, it has been announced that they have just won another major victory in the CBDC space with a partnership in the development of the Hong Kong dollar. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. Hong Kong is an economy even unto itself. It is truly an amazing financial sector in the world. And a lot of financial trade and transactions go through Hong Kong, and they're in the development of making their own digital currency. And who has got the contract to work with them on the development of this? Well, you guessed it, Ripple. Right out there, right out front, leading the charge. And remember, guys, it wasn't that long ago that Ripple actually nailed the #1 spot for central bank digital currency development in spite of this lawsuit with the SEC. Now, with respect to the lawsuit, man, it is getting crazy when you consider the fact Judge Torres has just come out there, as we all know, and said, hey, you are going to release those Hinman documents, those Hinman emails to the public, and they're not going to get sealed. Guys, I'm telling you, it is in the air. I really believe that we are going to see a decision coming out of this case that is going to deem XRP in the secondary market for certain as being a non-security. And you are going to watch this ecosystem, in my opinion, absolutely fly. It is going to be something else. And for those of us that have been willing to kind of gut it through, because I mean, we have faced such ridicule after ridicule after ridicule, holding on, oh, XRP, it's doing nothing, da 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 da. No matter the fact that we actually have seen some major price appreciation just in the last few months, people don't want to consider that. They just want to poo-poo this space. They can't stand XRP. They can't stand Ripple. They don't want to believe it's better tech, which we all know that it is. Way better tech than what Bitcoin can provide. And you're watching major developments on the XRP ledger and XRP in the ecosystem. And now we're seeing Ripple just score one victory after another in this competitive central bank digital currency space. And we're getting judgments that are just absolutely phenomenal out of Judge Torres against the SEC in this case. Now, it's my expectation that we are probably going to see settlement before that those Hinman emails actually get the light of day. Now, that's what I'm expecting. But even if that doesn't happen, we're still looking at the potential of getting a decision on XRP towards the secondary market as being non-security. And that will give XRP the only legal clarity in this entire digital asset space. And I'm telling you, that is going to have massive, massive impacts. So guys, I thought I'd just take a little bit of a pit stop so I can show you this absolutely beautiful area in by where I live. It is just totally gorgeous, beautifully treed, lots of shade, gorgeous, gorgeous lake out there where you can kayak, canoe, you can actually fish. I think it's catch and release, but it's just amazing out here. Absolutely beautiful. And on top of it, I get to take you with me and do these walks. So I just thought you might appreciate that little pit stop. Now, having said that, guys, we could see a situation where Judge Torres actually does come out and say, hey, look, Ripple, back in the early days, you were associating XRP with some investment contracts. And yeah, Ripple themselves might face some kind of a fine. But I'll tell you what, guys, the underlying asset, the XRP itself, it's not going to be a security. That would be like the oranges in the Howey test being a security. And if that's the case, then hey, all these grocery stores across America would have had to register with the SEC to sell oranges. It's that ridiculous. So we know that that's probably not going to happen. Guys, what's going on right now is truly phenomenal. And when you see Ripple out there spearheading a lot of these central bank digital currencies, not slowing down in their impact and winning the one contract after another, this is major victories in this CBDC space. And the Hong Kong dollar, that is a big one. Watch and see what transpires. I think we're going to see an explosion in this ecosystem and in this price situation, especially when we get that total legal clarity. It is going to be truly mesmerizing. Now, guys, when we kind of think of where we've come from and where we've been, and you look down the road long term, the fundamentals have never changed. It has never changed. The fundamentals of XRP, the XRP ledger, what it's capable of and what it's doing has not changed. It's only grown. It has only improved. And I think what we're going to see here in the very near future, especially when we watch all of these switches being flipped, guys, because look, this world global liquidity crisis is not over by a long shot. And what you're going to see is you're going to see all of this digital asset space come to maturity. During this next run, it's my belief we are going to see a major utility bull run. Utility is going to matter big time. And just think, when you consider the impact of having a digital asset with the only legal clarity, 100% insured by the court, that XRP is not a security, I'm telling you, when you compare that with all these other ones that are still up for grabs, by the way, with the SEC, I think we are going to see a major blow off top. Now, that is my personal opinion, and I've done that fundamental analysis, or where I've gone out and done that research, and that's where I've got my conviction from. And guys, that's where I encourage you. Go out. Do your own research. Get your own take on this and set your own opinion. Don't let someone talk you into it or talk you out of it. Get it for yourself, because then, guys, your confidence is not going to be based on someone else's conviction. It's going to be based on what you know. And for me, that's what I've done. And that's why I can come out here and be so enthusiastic about XRP the way that I am, is because I've gone out there, I've done the research, I know what I own. And I'm telling you what, I am more convinced than ever that we are going to see something phenomenal take place as we transition into this new digital asset space. It is going to be totally mind-blowing. I think very few of us are genuinely prepared for what it's going to look like. Now, guys, I know in that last bull run, it's easier in a way for me to believe because I've experienced it. I was there buying assets, look, at pennies, and in some cases under half a cent, that I watched literally 100x returns, 10,000% returns. I've lived through it. I've seen it. I'm absolutely convinced it can happen again. And I'll tell you what, I sure want to see you right there in that winner's circle when it does. Now, guys, something that benefited Judy and I in a big way last bull run is that we had our plan in place before it absolutely took off. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally, one-on-one, for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some amazing financial success. I go over the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com, and we'll get you all booked in. So guys, this is the video I have for you today, and as always, I truly hope that you enjoyed it. Now, many of you know I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but if you found value in it, if you'd hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And hey, don't forget to put your comments down there in the comment section and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our regularly released videos. So, in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.